Hello, everybody. Excuse me. In addition to that, what I told you yesterday, I would like to add some information concerning the production of nasals. This concerns the app Speech Articulation Trainer now in the version 4.0.2. I told you yesterday in my first videos on nasals that there is a problem with the timing of some gestures. First of all, I would like to introduce you to some aspects of gestures or speech articulation units or speech movement units, SMUs, which make up a speech sound. So if we, for example, as here, look into a vowel
E,
and go to the movements,
E,
for the vowels, we more or less have, first of all, one gesture, which goes from the neutral position to the E position, or to the E position. We have some more gestures here for the glottis, which we will discuss in other videos. Going now to the consonants. We see we sometimes have more than one gestures, or at least if we stay with the vowel, we can say, again for this example, there is more than one gesture because each vowel needs phonation. So there is a phonation gesture occurring here. The glottis is closed, but not strongly closed, like here in the initiation time interval. During the vowel, the glottis is closed, loosely closed for phonation. So there are at least two gestures. At least we can say there is a third gesture, the velum, in case of non-nasalized vowels, need to be closed, which at least we can see here a little bit in the breathing position at the beginning before we utter the vowel. The velum is lowered a little bit, and then the velum goes up and the tongue goes into the vowel position. So, and the phonation starts. So at least we see already for vowels, we have three vocal tract movements or speech gestures which need to be coordinated in time together. Here, more or less, they have to appear synchronously. So in the case of consonants now, the same holds for consonants. Looking for a T.
et,
I will do it a little louder. Okay.
et,
So going to the movement section. After having done the vowel, having produced the vowel, we see here we have first of all the gesture here for forming the oral constriction, but together or simultaneously with that, we have the gesture here for the glottal opening in order to form a voiceless consonants. And I already in videos before concentrated on this problem of timing the glottal closing gesture at the point of time where this closer has to be released and where a noise burst needs to be produced. That means in here the glottal opening gesture needs to be a little bit longer. The glottal needs to stay opened a little bit longer in order to allow here now this noise burst, this aspiration. And then we have the next gesture, which is the glottal closing gesture in order to produce the phonation for the following vowel, here the schwa sound. Okay, now I will come back to the topic of this video, going back to consonants, to the nasals.
N,
N. In case of the nasals,
N,
we have the problem that we have to coordinate the consonant, the oral closure, together with a velum or an opening gesture of the velopharyngeal port here. And yesterday in the version of 4.0.1, I told you that the closure of this oral constriction starts too early, so that we get a kind of double consonants like end or something like that, which sometimes occur for speech for patients suffering from apraxia of speech. But in the case of normal production, we have to guarantee that, which I will show you here, that. So here we have the first vowel, and now we go into the constriction into the oral constriction. This gesture starts in order to produce the nasal, but in this case, the velopharyngeal opening for nasalization has to be produced earlier than this closure occurs, because otherwise we would produce an adnid or something like that. So in order to produce a clear N, this opening, velopharyngeal, this lowering of the velum has to occur earlier than the closure appears, and vice versa at the end, or at the release point. So it's going here again. So we see that first we have the velopharyngeal opening and then the oral closure, and vice versa. We have the release before, we have the release here before the velopharyngeal opening ends. That means before the velum is in a higher position again, which guarantees that we produce a correct nasal. This is corrected now in version 4.0.2. And please let me know if you see other problems with this, with synchrony or with the timing, with the temporal coordination of different gestures making up a sound. Here in case of the nasals, it is clear we have an oral constriction gesture in combination with a velopharyngeal opening gesture occurring here, and it has to be timed in the way which I have discussed here within this video. Thank you very much for following me for this video.